Level 1, the omega, you're starving. The alpha eats first, and there's barely enough left. One wrong move, and you're exiled to die alone. This is level 1, the omega. You're 2 years old. You're the lowest ranking wolf in a pack of 12. Every single one of them outranks you. When the pack brings down an elk, 400 pounds of meat and bone, you don't touch it. Not until everyone else has eaten. The alpha pair goes first, then the betas, then the mid-ranks. By the time it's your turn, you're chewing on cartilage and frozen scraps. Sometimes there's nothing left. You go days without eating. The abuse is constant. Wolves bite you, pin you, snarl in your face, not to kill, to remind you where you stand. You sleep on the outer edge of the pack, the coldest spot, the most exposed. If a grizzly wanders into camp at night, you're the first thing it finds. You're the alarm system. You're disposable, but you're watching. You see how the hunters coordinate during a chase. You see how the beta corrects a subordinate with one look. You see how the alpha doesn't even have to move. The whole pack reads his posture and adjusts. You don't understand the system yet, but something in you is memorizing it. One morning, you approach the carcass before a mid-rank finishes. He turns on you instantly, teeth in your throat. He pins you to the frozen ground for 5 seconds that feel like a year. You go limp. He releases you. You're bleeding, but alive. You don't make that mistake again. Most omegas don't survive their first winter. The ones who do come out different, harder, hungrier, not for food, for position. Level 2, the subordinate. You're 3 years old. A new wolf joined the pack. Younger, weaker, more submissive. The omega position shifted. You're still low ranking, but you're not the lowest anymore. You eat before one wolf now. It's not much, but it's progress. You sleep slightly closer to the group. You're still cold, still hungry, but you're joining hunts. The pack chases a herd of elk through deep snow. Your job is simple. Keep up. Don't fall behind. The alpha leads. The betas flank. You're in the back with the other subordinates, running until your lungs burn and your paws bleed. The pack singles out a young cow. She's fast, but she's panicking. The alpha clamps onto her throat. The betas grab her flanks. She goes down. You hang back. You wait. When the higher ranks have eaten, you move in. You tear into the ribcage. Warm meat. Actual food. It's the best meal you've had in months. For the first time in a year, your stomach is full. But the hierarchy is always watching. A beta decides he wants the spot you're eating from. He doesn't ask. He just shoulders you aside. You move. You don't fight. Not yet. Then comes the test. The pack encounters a lone wolf on the border, a young male, dispersed from another pack. The alpha doesn't need to give orders. The betas charge. You follow. It's your first real fight. The lone wolf tries to run, but you're faster. You grab his hind leg. He turns and bites your face, tearing open your cheek. You don't let go. The others pile on. He escapes, limping and bleeding. You're bleeding too, but you proved something. You can fight. You're willing to fight. And that beta who shouldered you off the carcass, he's watching you now, not with dominance, with something closer to concern. He should be. Level 3, the hunter. You're 4 years old. You've filled out. Your shoulders are broader. Your bite is stronger. You've participated in dozens of hunts. You know how to read prey, when a moose is too healthy to bother with, when an elk calf is separated enough to target, when a caribou herd is moving into a bottleneck. You're a mid-ranking wolf now. You eat after the alpha and betas, but before the subordinates. You're no longer starving. You sleep in the second ring. You've earned respect. The pack is tracking a bull elk through a canyon. He's old, limping from an injury. The alpha signals with his posture, flank left. You know what to do. You and 2 other mid-ranks split off. You move through the trees, silent, coordinated. The elk doesn't see you until you're 10 feet away. You lunge for his back leg. He kicks. His hoof catches your ribs. Pain explodes through your chest, but you don't let go. The others hit him from the other side. He stumbles. The alpha arrives and finishes it. You eat well that night. You eat until you can't move. The pack howls together under the moon, and for the first time, you feel like you belong. But the hierarchy is always shifting. A beta is getting old. He's slower. His teeth are worn. The younger wolves sense it. You sense it. One day, during a hunt, he stumbles. You don't help him up. Neither does anyone else. By spring, he's gone, left in the night. Or maybe he died alone in the woods. No one talks about it. You're already watching the space he left behind. Level 4, the beta. You're 5 years old. You're in your prime, 120 pounds of muscle and bone. Your jaws can crush a femur. You've fought off rival packs, killed dozens of prey, survived 2 winters that killed half the pack. You're the beta now, the enforcer. When the alpha decides something, you make it happen. A subordinate steps out of line, you correct them. A rival pack crosses the border, you're the first to respond. You're the alpha's right hand, his lieutenant, his muscle. You eat second. Right after the alpha pair, you get the best cuts: liver, heart, hindquarters. You sleep in the inner circle. When you approach, tails drop, ears flatten, heads lower. A young male is getting bold. He's been challenging mid-ranks, winning. Now he's looking at you. You see it during a meal. He steps toward the carcass before you're finished. You don't hesitate. You turn and lunge. You hit him hard, teeth bared. He tries to fight back, but you're bigger, stronger, more experienced. You flip him on his back, jaws around his throat. You don't bite down. You don't need to. He goes limp. You hold him there for 10 seconds. Then you release him and go back to eating. He doesn't challenge you again. But you're also a strategist now. The pack's territory is 300 square miles. You patrol the borders with the alpha. You mark trees with scent. You howl to warn rival packs. When a neighboring pack pushes into your range, you lead 5 wolves into their territory at dawn. You find their rendezvous site. You destroy it. Scatter their cache. Mark everything with your scent. The message is clear. This land is ours. You're making decisions now. Where to hunt, when to move, who to trust. You're not the alpha, but you're close, and you're watching. The alpha is 7 years old, still strong but not invincible. You've waited this long. You can wait a little longer. Level 5, the alpha. You're 6 years old, and you just took the throne. The former alpha is still alive, but you beat him in front of the whole pack. It was inevitable. He was slowing down. A hunt went wrong. A moose nearly killed him. You saw the opening. The next time he tried to assert dominance, you didn't submit. You met his eyes. You stood tall. He lunged. You fought. It lasted 2 minutes. Snarling, snapping, blood in the snow. He was experienced, but you were faster. You pinned him. He didn't submit at first, so you bit harder. He yelped. He rolled over. It was over. Now, you're the alpha. 12 wolves look to you for every decision. Where to hunt, when to rest, who's cast out. You eat first, always. You breed with the alpha female, the only wolves allowed to reproduce. Your bloodline will dominate this territory, but leadership is exhausting. You're tracking a herd of bison in a blizzard. Bison are dangerous. 1,500 pounds of muscle and horn. One kick can shatter a skull, but the pack is hungry. Deer are scarce. You choose the target, a young bull separated from the herd. You signal the attack. The pack moves as one. You go for the throat. He swings his head. His horn gashes your shoulder. You don't let go. The betas hit his legs. He falls. The pack feeds for 3 days. You're also fighting a war on 2 fronts. A rival pack to the north is expanding. 15 wolves. They've been testing your borders. You take 8 wolves and march into their land. You find 3 of their subordinates near a frozen river. You attack. It's brutal. One of their wolves dies. One of yours loses an eye. But you win. You mark their territory. You howl. The message is sent. You have pups now. 4 of them. Clumsy, playful, blind to the brutality of the world they've been born into. You teach them to hunt, to fight, to submit, to dominate. You're building the next generation. You're the most powerful wolf in 300 square miles. You have everything a wolf could want. But you're also living on borrowed time. And the young beta behind you, he's watching the same way you once watched. Level 6, the aging alpha. You're 8 years old. In wolf years, that's old. Your joints ache in the cold. Your teeth are worn down to dull edges. You've been alpha for 2 years, but the young beta is getting bolder. You still lead hunts, but you're slower. A caribou outruns you. The beta makes the kill instead. The pack notices. During meals, he doesn't wait as long to approach. He's testing you. Every wolf in the pack is watching. You know what's coming. You've seen it before. You were that young beta once. One morning, he doesn't lower his head when you approach. He meets your eyes. The pack forms a circle. This is it. You charge. He's ready. You're bigger, more experienced, but he's faster. You bite his shoulder. He twists and catches your front leg. Pain shoots through your body. You try to pin him, but he slips free. You're breathing hard. He's barely winded. You charge again. He meets you head on. You collide. For a moment, you're equal. Then he pushes. You stumble. He's on top of you. His jaws close around your throat. Not hard enough to kill, just enough to win. You go limp. Submission. He releases you. You roll to your feet. The pack is silent. He's the alpha now. You're nothing. Level 7. The dispersed. You leave that night. No one stops you. No one follows. You're alone for the first time in 8 years. You wander for weeks. Hunting alone is nearly impossible. You catch a rabbit. It's barely enough. You find a carcass left by a grizzly. Frozen scraps. You eat it anyway. You're starving. You cross into another pack's territory. You don't mean to. They find you. 5 wolves. You run. You're old and tired, but fear gives you speed. You escape. Barely. You keep moving. Every territory is taken. Every pack defends its borders. You're a ghost, a relic. Most dispersed wolves die like this, alone, starving, forgotten. The odds say you should already be dead, but you get lucky. You find a young female, also dispersed, 2 years old, cast out from her pack. Together you have a chance. You find a narrow valley between 2 territories. No pack claims it because the game is scarce, but it's yours now. You howl together. For the first time in months, you're not alone. Level 8. The Founder. You're 9 years old. Against all odds, you've started a new pack. It's just you, your mate, and 2 pups from your first litter. It's not much, but it's yours. You hunt together. You defend your small territory together. Your pups grow. By the next year, you have 4 more. Your pack is 6 wolves now. You're the alpha again. But this time, you built it from nothing. You're slower, weaker, but wiser. You teach your pups everything. How to track elk through deep snow. How to read a moose before it charges. How to fight. How to survive when the world is trying to kill you. This is your legacy. Not the territory, not the kills. The knowledge you pass down. One winter morning, you don't wake up. You die in the snow, curled next to your mate, surrounded by your children. 9 years, longer than most wolves ever get. You survive starvation, exile, war, and winter. You ruled. You fell. You built it all again from nothing. But the pack doesn't stop. They don't mourn. By dawn, your oldest son is leading the hunt. He doesn't hesitate. He doesn't look back. He runs the way you taught him, like something is always chasing him, because it is. Level 9, the cycle. Your pups take over. Your bloodline continues. They expand the territory. They grow to 10 wolves, then 15. They fight rival packs. They hunt. They survive. And somewhere, in another pack, a young wolf is eating last. He's starving. He's cold. He's at the bottom, but he's watching. He's learning. He's waiting for his chance. This is the pack, not a family, a hierarchy, a system built on strength, hunger, and survival. And it never stops.